Man, welcome back to the Fake Stuff Podcast. Back at it again. Week 1 in the books. Pushing on week 2. Man, listen. When we do since we've been doing the podcast, these episodes right here are just a staple of what we do at the Fake Stuff Podcast because we like to just get on and talk ball, and that's literally what's taking place tonight. Nothing really set. Talk something about last week, talk something about next week, what we saw, what we gonna see. Craft Man in the building. What's going on, Craft Man?
Oh man, what a good weekend! Week one, there was some shit going on last weekend. A lot of stuff I didn't see coming. Obviously, by my gambling picks, didn't see a lot of that junk coming. So a lot of teams looked good. A lot of teams looked absolutely terrible. But well, I guess we'll talk about how we gonna overreact or underreact to some of this stuff from last weekend, and maybe talk about some of the games coming up this weekend. So yeah, I'm ready to get into it. I love these kind of episodes. What's going on, Ian? How was your weekend?
Yo, what's up, fellas? My weekend was as perfect as it could be. The Packers won. Micah got a sack. I went 2-3 in my fantasy league, or 2-1. Sorry, 2-1 in my fantasy leagues. It's looking good right here, man. I'm ready to overreact and talk about all this shit. And I got my player of the week that I'm gonna bring up that I guarantee none of y'all know about, but he did an amazing job.
What, you gonna bring him up later?
I can bring him up whatever.
Player for this week or player
My
from last week?
my player of the week for this week. Yeah, for last week. Yeah.
Well, go ahead and tell us the damn player.
All right, man. So it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago, but Thursday night, the Eagles were playing Dallas in the link, and the thing that stood out to me the most about that game was a young guy. Sorry, I can't remember his first name, but the last name by Mann, Mann, and that he is, dude. He's the punter for the Philadelphia
Oh,
Eagles. And this guy pinned him back every single time, dude. Oh, it was amazing. Like when
I didn't
and
know
that
what
that
he was
position
about to say.
I
that
didn't either.
position doesn't get a lot of love, dude. But if you go back and watch the tape, he put it out of bounds on like two of the three. He kept it away from Turpin. Even if he did get it, it was on the sideline. Like he was killing it, dude. So I want to shout out to man for the Eagles right quick, man. He was player of the week,
But the punter,
the
Yeah.
player
punter.
of the week. We got the punter for the Eagles on Thursday night that nobody remembers, but hey, sometimes it counts.
That's why we're here.
Eagles.
It's huge. Field position is huge.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, man, we can go ahead and hop into right now. I mean, uh, thanks for listening to the show and share the show. If y'all don't mind, don't be a hoe. Share the show. Yeah, first game of the year was Cowboys Eagles. I thought both teams looked. I thought the Cowboys looked good. I thought Dak looked sharp. I think CD didn't. Uh, Eagles are the best. Jalen Hurts always doing his thing. I mean, I don't know, just a typical Cowboys Eagles game. But what you think, Crap Man?
Yeah, I mean Jalen Carter getting knocked out of the game gave the Cowboys a chance real early. Javante got his yards. Um, two touchdowns for Javante. Sell high, maybe sell high
Yeah,
on
sell
Javante
high.
right now.
There ain't no doubt. Got to.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
I would.
I mean, I didn't. None of us seen that coming, man. And I mean, he's definitely a sell high candidate if you got somebody that's looking for a running back. But I don't know if anybody's going to buy it. I mean, I would buy into it. I mean, I want the running back for the Dallas Cowboys, and I mean, Javante. I went back and looked at him after watching that game, dude, and he's actually pretty healthy. He's been pretty healthy throughout his career, and he looked good. He looked really good. They got a great offensive line, man. If you could sell him. But if you got him late and he's one of your starters, then he might be one that paid off. But I mean, it is week one.
it is. It is week one. That game was kind of like you said, just prototypical game. Like CD had four drops. That's gonna fix itself. He still had a good game, but I want to hear y'all's takeaways like from the weekend, just in general. Like what what were the biggest surprises, Matt? Like what stuck out to you over the weekend? Like what team, what player, any of that kind of stuff?
I don't know, but I was just thinking about some things that I've been right, or like after week one, you're like, I'm right about some things, I'm wrong about some things. The Dolphins being trash, I feel like I'm definitely right about that one. When I see
Did you
something
call
like that
that?
go down, I'm like, yeah, man. I wanted to put some money on it, but it's like I probably wasn't calling nothing being anything special. It was everybody else was on that shit too. Because by the time I got to the line to gamble on it, it was like at minus 190. So I was like, damn, everybody thinks the Dolphins suck. So I was like
Damn.
glad about that. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. The biggest surprises this week, shit, I don't know. I mean, it was just a long weekend. Maybe that Pittsburgh Jets game with them teams
Yeah.
That was
scoring a
game
lot
of the
of
week.
points.
34,
Yeah, I
32.
mean,
I mean, the over under for that game was like 38 and a half, and then that ended up being like the second highest scoring game. I want to say that
yeah,
that game and the Bills game were the only games to hit the over. So props to the unders in week one again. It always seems to hit. I don't understand why we don't just
right.
bet on every game and hit the under on all of them, and
Might as
take
well.
a couple L's along the way. But yeah, a couple things that stuck out to me: Russell Wilson, straight trash. They lost 21-6.
Oh no.
Threw the ball like 37 times. Barely got over 100 yards. Like he was bad. Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby's out the door. The Jags. Is it that Carolina rush defense, guys, or is it Travis Etienne back to his old ways?
Man,
A little
that's
bit of
that's
both.
that's hard to say, dude. That's hard to say. I mean, ETN did look good. Carolina doesn't have a great defense. I mean, week one is a liar, but I mean they shipped off Tank Bisbee. I'm not sure exactly who else they got back there, but they obviously believe in ETN, man. But one of my biggest surprises in going back, I know y'all said something about Miami knowing they were going to be bad, but I don't think anybody knew the Colts are going to look that put together, man. Maybe the Colts are just that good, dude. Maybe the Colts are just that good.
Colts might
I
have a
mean, I
sneaky
did.
little defense.
Yeah, I was thinking when the Colts when they went to Daniel, they would be better with Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking to the biggest Anthony Richardson haters that
Yeah,
knows fantasy football stuff. I mean, I
I mean
was
he
thinking
might.
when Daniel Jones gets in there, some of these players are going to become fantasy relevant for the Colts. You know what I'm saying? And Pittman had
Yeah,
a good game, so sell high on Pittman. What you say,
yeah. I don't know,
Kraft?
man. I I know I picked up Danny Dimes, put him on the bench. I got Jared Goff right now, so if Goff starts acting a fool, throw Danny Dimes in there, and he might have found his little home, man. Might be a little Baker, a little Geno type situation going on where he finally found the right system, man. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I do. I do know from that game, like the main thing that stuck out to me, and it was like the most predictable thing of all time. Jalen Waddle, we're 1-0. He went to the blue tent in week one, went
Ah,
down with a shoulder injury, came back in the game, looked like he was in serious pain, and always just comes back and doesn't do anything for you in fantasy.
All right.
I'm keeping up with the blue tent, Jalen Waddle this year. I don't want to miss out on that.
The most untrustworthy fantasy football player in the whole landscape. It used to be T. Higgins. It's Jalen Waddle now. That's who
Jalen
it is.
Waddle's
I mean,
bad.
it's ridiculous, man. I'd be I'd be worried about all Dolphins, in my opinion. Uh, but there is one player I was thinking about. The first round of the draft. Um, well, really just top picks or whatever. And we had already talked about Malik Neighbors being a bad pick, but then I was thinking about who's somebody that I might be a little worried about, and I was just gonna pose the question. I guess to you, Kraft man, would you be worried about where was you taking Nico Collins? He was like at the back of the
Phew.
first, top of that second. Um, my question is should we be a little worried about it this year? Should we be a little worried about the Texans in general? because let's just be real. Like, we do fantasy football here, but I say it all the time, and I say it with the poor man Pete Miller, dude. The trenches, bro. That offensive line, defensive line, dude. If you have a bad offensive line, that shit could really go down, really go sink shit down. And C.J. Stroud, I'm just saying he's a pocket passer kind of guy. So are we worried about Nico Collins where we took him? I know it's just one game, but gotta pose the question. And there's another player that I'm worried about. I'll kind of ask about him in a sec. But what you think, Kraft, man?
Well, I mean, Jaden Higgins was the leading receiver for the Texans last week. He had like 32 yards, and Nico didn't even have that. So there was Brian Thomas had 11 yards. I mean, there was a couple of receivers out there that just didn't. Amon Ra like 20 something yards. Like it was a bad week for receivers in general. Just bad week for scoring. But I think we're gonna have to look at the Texans like I don't even know if CJ Stroud probably should be on free agency. I don't think he should be rostered in redraft. And just because that offensive line's bad and they have a really good defense. So I think their games are going to be kind of low scoring and, not very good for fantasy. And Nico's going to have his games, but, they're going to have to protect Stroud back there if any of them are going to have any. They got a new offensive coordinator this year too. So I'm kind of down on the Texans in general right now. I don't think he's worth a first rounder even after week 1. I think I can confidently say for Nico that I think picking him in the first round might not be great. What do you think, Ian?
Man, I think y'all are definitely overreacting on this overreaction Monday, man. And I think Houston's gonna be fine, dude. They played against the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams have a great defense, man. They were a couple plays away from the Super Bowl. Honestly, man, they almost beat the Eagles, and I think this Rams team is going to be really, really good this year. And Austin, you actually picked the Texans to win the South. I got it right here in my notes. So he's jumping ship real quick. But I mean, I understand it's when it comes to the question of Nico, huh?
That division ain't. I was just saying. I mean, just because I picked them to win the South, it's not like I'm picking them to beat. They got to beat the Titans, the Colts, and the Jags still.
I know. But you're
I
calling
ain't jagging off yet.
You're calling for Stroud's head already, man. He said, but no, I mean it could be bad. It doesn't look good. It looks like the same stuff from last year. But I mean, I agree with you that he is a pocket passer. They do need to protect him, and offensive line is the most important thing. I mean, when it comes to offensive production, we saw it with Caleb Williams. I mean, he's got all the talent in the world, and he just couldn't do anything. Going back to Russ, I mean, Russ was on his back, early and often, and then if you go look, I mean, he was playing scared. He was falling down and trying to throw the ball away, and I mean, there's a lot that comes to it. It is a team sport, and it's the greatest team sport. But yeah, I mean, Houston. I think they got to get this shit together quick. But it is week 1, so about week 5 we'll see the cream rise to the top. But right now the alert's up on Houston, man.
Well, I want to touch on Stroud just real quick. I went back to last year. All of last year, Stroud had 5 games over 20 points and no games over 30 points in fantasy scoring. So he's not – I don't think he's fantasy viable for this season unless you're playing matchups.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
look. I'm kind of with y'all. I think it's a tough pick if you look at it. If you think about what's about to take place this year or how this could look, they got to definitely get some O-line help. And Craftman, you touched on it a little bit. I wanted to bring his name up, Brian Thomas Jr. He's a guy I've been high on since last year. Is there any? This game was a little messed up though. Rain delay, all that kind of stuff. But would you have a little bit of worries with Travis Hunter getting? I think it was 6 targets. Just kind of taking away some work from Brian Thomas Jr. And you were taking him in that same kind of Nico spot and kind of in that same area. Maybe a little bit after Nico. I think in our redraft league he went even after AJ Brown, but I don't think that was happening a lot. But I'm just saying, would we be worried about Brian Thomas Jr.? Well, with what it could look? He scored 30 points. T Law just I don't know, not good fantasy. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe he's not good at fantasy football. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So I don't know.
I think that one's too early. Who knows how good the Panthers really are? Maybe the Jags are good. Maybe the Panthers are just average and the Jags just beat them. But I'm not really worried about Brian Thomas. It's not going to be like it was with Mac Jones, where it was just target after target after target. It's going to be more big plays. Travis Hunter is going to be involved, but I'm not that worried about Brian Thomas right
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's I don't really watch any of their preseason games, but I would imagine Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas probably didn't play a lot. And going back answering your question, Matt, I don't think that Travis Hunter is gonna negatively affect Brian Thomas's production. If anything, I think it'll be a positive thing. It'll help him get open. There'll be some attention paid towards Travis Hunter. I think Brian Thomas will be okay. Um, and I totally agree about the Trevor Lawrence not being a viable. I mean, he's a good quarterback in reality, but when it comes to fantasy, man, he just ain't putting up the numbers. He just not. And there's other quarterbacks you can get around, that area and under him that, I really like way more. And that offense still has some stuff to figure out, but I think Brian Thomas Jr. he'll be fine. But he was just too high for me where he was going. It was a little too high.
I think you start your running backs against the Panthers whenever running backs get to play the Panthers, because I mean they were pretty much a sieve last year. They're going to be it this year, and I don't know, but we got to talk about the main game of the week, Packers Lions. What do y'all think about the Lions? Like Packers defense, Detroit offense, a little bit of mixture of both. Why did Detroit's offense look so bad? I'm just I want to try to figure this out, Matt.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, look, I'm not sure what the offense looked like for Detroit last year, but I do remember Amon Ra had a bad game week 1 last year, and that happened again this year. I feel like so no worries as far as like Amon Ra and them goes. As far as like real football goes, it just feels like maybe Detroit missed their window to win a Super Bowl. I'm just being honest. To me, it feels like they might have missed their window. The Packers are here, and not to mention Vikings and Bears, who we're going to talk about. They're at least solid. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, even the Bears, they're at least solid. You know what I'm saying, Craftman? Uh, you know, uh, I know you guys are going to talk some shit about the Bears, I'm sure, but it ain't
It's
like
What?
funny.
it's
We would
been way
never.
worse. You know, it's been way worse. So
Would
I
never
don't
would
know,
never do
but
anything
real
like
football,
that.
that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
As far as fantasy football goes, real quick though, with the Packers, it's gonna be the same thing we've always said. They're gonna spread it around. That's what. Hey, I mean, Tucker Kraft is as good as option as any of those wide receivers that the Green Bay Packers put out there. So uh, they're gonna spread it around. Jordan Love's gonna do their thing. For real football, I mean, I think the Packers are for real. So fantasy football wise, I mean, take your pick. Jaden Reed, he'll probably have a good game here and there. Golden, he'll probably have a
Yeah.
good game here and there. Josh Jacobs is going to dominate. I mean, he's going to do his thing. I don't know. I like the Packers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I think the Lions are a great team. I think they really are, and I think that the Packers are just nasty. I mean, I think they're just nasty right now, and they got a new lifeblood. And I mean, Jordan Love wasn't just checking it down. I mean, he's throwing the deep ball. You can tell he's got confidence in the defense. I mean, Michael Parsons only played 49% of the snaps, man, and I mean, the everybody else was just getting there. Van Ness is healthy. McKinney's looking good. I think he caught a pick. Little weak in the cornerback position, but yeah, they spread the ball around, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I think the Lions are going to be. I think they're still going to be really good. Um, it's hard to say, man. When you lose that, somebody like Ben Johnson, it's a big thing, and that brings me to the Bears. I mean, I was honestly for the first time in my life, I was watching that game, and the crowd was going crazy, and they were moving the ball down the field, and I was like, it kind of feels good that the Bears might be good. Like because I always cheer against them, and I dislike them, but at the same time, I want to respect them, but I just don't right now. And I started to, I started to gain a little respect. Like, okay, they might
Uh,
bring some pain, and then all of a sudden it fell apart, man. And they got some growing pains stuff to do, and uh, they got some guys on that offensive line, dude. The thing that killed them, they had 12 penalties. Do you anyone of y'all know how many yards worth of penalty yards they had?
I know they had a shit ton of false starts. They'd hand it to Swift for about 3 or 4 yards, and then they would immediately come back and go back to third or second and 10 or whatever. And you know, uh,
Yeah,
they had a lot, like 100. Well, they had a lot of defensive penalties too. I know they had a couple pass interferences. Kind of ticky
yeah,
tack type stuff. But
a hun-
them false starts got to stop.
yeah, 122 yards in penalties, 122 on 12 penalties, man, and it would have been a totally different game, dude. They were just undisciplined, and they just got some shit to figure out. But I don't think the Lions missed the window. I just think it's getting close. It's getting tighter. It's getting tighter, man. And the Packers are
what
coming.
what you think, Crab man?
Well, as far as the Lions go, the only ones I'm concerned about is David Montgomery. He played like 32% of the snaps. Last year, I've said it before, last year was like peak offense for the Lions. They're not going to get better than last year. It's not going to happen. So if you take away them scoring opportunities from David Montgomery, he don't catch as many passes. I mean, Gibbs had 10 receptions for 31 yards, but still 10 receptions. Demont, if he's not getting the touchdowns, you're not getting a good fantasy day out of Montgomery. So he's the only one I'm concerned about on that offense. But as far as the Bears go, Caleb Williams looked like he was the best quarterback that's ever played when he gets out of the pocket and makes some incredible throws with his arm. But man, he can't hit the simplest shit sometimes. I mean, just simple post route, go route that was a blown coverage for DJ Moore. All three of us could have hit that. And
Easy.
that one, I love when he scrambled and lost his mind and then stepped out of bounds and then threw it down the field. And he already took like a 6-yard sack. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. And the
Ben
one where
Johnson,
he flopped and tried to throw it as he was falling, and it went nowhere. I mean, it's
yeah,
not what we were expecting. I mean, I wasn't.
it was what I was expecting. I mean, it was exactly what I was expecting.
I mean, I.
Uh,
I hate it for the
But
boy, man. I don't know. He just kind of look like a sissy. I mean, he might just
well,
be a
Crab,
sissy.
what you think about the Packers, fantasy football wise?
Packers fantasy wise, I think the same thing you do. It's going to be kind of Jordan Love. You can probably play him, but if their defense keeps playing the way that they did play, there might not be a lot of shootouts, and there might not be a lot of back and forth type scoring with the Packers with Jordan Love having to keep up and keep up. It might just be kind of like Mahomes is doing the last couple of years, where the defense kind of controls the game and um, I think Love's probably good to play, but as far as the receivers go, it's going to be hit or miss. Tucker Kraft, obviously, you can throw him in there. He's a tight end. But one guy I got to talk about, major props, J.J. McCarthy, man. Come out there and
Yes.
shit a brick in the first half and then come out there and do what he did in the second half. That was impressive. I'll
Very
give
impressive.
him a lot of props for that one.
Yeah, I give him credit. Hey, it's so funny the way football works because I'm watching this game, and then JJ McCarthy threw that pick six, and I look at my notifications. I get a message in our dynasty league from Zamil, and he offers me a 2028 fourth round pick for JJ McCarthy, and I was thinking, I know, man, he's trash. I was thinking in that when at that time when he threw that pick six, I was thinking, man, maybe he ain't that good, but dang, you're right, man. He just bounced right back. Nothing, man. I got nothing to worry about as far as the Vikings. I feel like them guys are still going to perform. Justin Jefferson still got a touchdown, so you know. And these are maybe some of JJ McCarthy's worst moments. You know what I'm saying? First game as a rookie in Chicago. I mean, it was hype. I mean, it wasn't no easy game. Every game in the division is gonna be tough. You ain't gonna be able to walk in there and get a free win this year. You're gonna have to go in there and at least do a little something. JJ McCarthy did that. What about the backfield? Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason. I mean, I
Yeah.
thought Jordan Mason looked pretty good. I felt like he looked big too. But Aaron Jones still, man, caught that touchdown pass. Uh, that's just what he. That's just what he does, and he's still good at it too. So, to me, it feels like gonna be a roll. It's gonna be a split. They're gonna have their roles. They're gonna have good games. They're gonna have bad games.
Yeah. I mean, Ian, what do you got to say about that? I know you're a big Mason guy. I know you're a big Aaron Jones guy. So, what do you
Yeah,
think about the backfield?
yeah, man. I think it's going to be one of the best running back duos in the league this year, man. I mean, they just looked really, really good, and it looks like they got it figured out on what they want to do and the playing time and what they're trying to do. Not trying to tire any one of them out. And I mean, Mason just looked like a wrecking ball, and Aaron Jones. He he looks like his old self, man, and he's not going to get as many snaps and not going to give you as many points. But I mean, there was a point last night where he had like 1.6 points, dude, and I was like, I seen Mason just running and running. I was like, dude, I need to get rid of Jones. But Jones is like my fourth running back. I picked him way down there, and but if he's your first, it might be a little bit worrisome. But I honestly think it's going to be a lot like that Detroit backfield. Where you got Sugar and Spice, and um, yeah, it's hard to do anything with either one of them right now, but I think it looks good. And going back to JJ McCarthy coming out revitalized, I think a lot of that is owed to the coaching, man. Like uh, Kevin O'Connell and Josh McCown, both of them are great with the quarterbacks, and I think they just made it feel real comfortable, and the team rallied around them, and they found a way to get a hard win. Every win in the NFL is hard, especially in the division, and they just rallied, dude, and they showed that they were the team with more grit. I mean, it was not looking good at first, but yeah, I think the backfield there is gonna be good. JJ, by the way, me and Austin, me and your brother were talking about JJ McCarthy, and it got brought up about Justin Jefferson, and I told Brad, I was like, yeah, I was like, Justin Jefferson's gonna be fine. He's the kingmaker. He's the kingmaker. I mean, he's had like six different quarterbacks, and he's been able to produce with all of them. You know what I mean? And so, big shout out to JJ because it wasn't looking good there for either one of them at first, but they rallied and brought it back in Minnesota. They look nasty.
Yeah, JJ, he's a different type of receiver, man. Like even after the game, he had his top 10 chain on, and the person doing the interview asked him, "Is like, is that for you?" He was like, "No, that's for number 9 over there." Talking about McCarthy, like he
Yep.
was propping him up even after he threw the pick six, and like Kevin O'Connell, man, like you have a quarterback in his first game in Chicago start off like that. Most head coaches would be like, "All right, we're gonna do screens, we're easy completions." Kevin O'Connell was like, "We're just gonna keep letting him sling the rock," and it ended up paying off once they got that running game going. So, I hope the Vikings suck. I hope the Bears suck this year, but I mean, gotta respect, gotta show respect when it's due, I guess.
Yep. Good luck, guys.
Best division in football. Agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, the AFC West is kind of looking pretty good. But yeah, right
Yeah,
now, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's true. I
yeah,
got something to say about the AFC West because I mean, well, I kind of take it not too much to the gambling, but real football side of things. Uh, Somewhat been calling not the not like the demise of the Kansas City Chiefs, but I was thinking this is the year they could take a L in the division and stuff like that, and Chargers handle business. Why? You know what, man? Why the heck are they playing that game? Well, anyways, that's just a whole nother thing.
What? Why
But
they what? I want to hear what you're trying to say.
why they should be playing that game in L.A. Why? Where was they playing that game at? Brazil or
and
something?
Brazil.
I
Brazil.
mean, I mean, what are we doing? All right, but
And
anyways,
and
good game. But I think not the Rams, the Chargers. I've been kind of. I know a lot of people think Denver, and then in the gambling odds, Denver passed the Chargers. But I was thinking the Chargers had a good shot, so I just wanted to bring that one up. I hope. And Kansas City Chiefs are fourth in the division right now. They're dead last, Kraft man. So,
Yeah, that last
uh,
right now.
But
Oh,
I mean, I
my.
don't know. What do you think? I mean, can't Chiefs are a little banged up. Travis Kelsey, old.
Yeah,
I don't think
they're
he's gonna
gonna
be that
be.
good this year.
I think they'll be 0-2 after this week. They got the Eagles. They're playing in Kansas City. Probably a good game, but I just don't see how Mahomes can carry this team with Kelsey. Kelsey's not himself anymore. It just is what it is. And you got to rely on Hollywood, Tyquan Thornton. After the first week, I think the two most complete teams that I was most impressed by were the Chargers and the Packers. Probably, if I had to say, just week one, the Chargers looked damn near unstoppable. Throwing the ball, they didn't even get the running game going that much. Hampton didn't go off. Najee was just coming back, but they were able to sling it wherever they wanted to. QJ, massive game, 2 touchdowns.
Our
So-
guy.
Our
Crab,
guy.
man. Next time that's what I'm saying, Crab, man. Next time I see you, we're gonna jump up and chest bump with our QJ love, man. We the only ones, bro. The only
Y'all
ones.
did. Y'all
man.
did not draft no
Everybody-
QJ.
Hold on,
I
man.
know y'all
I
didn't
wanna
draft no
say this.
QJ. Neither one of y'all drafted QJ.
Me and Crab, man, didn't rookie draft him. We was definitely saying he was overrated. But after that year, everybody hated on this man so much. They were saying they would rather have a 3rd-round pick instead of QJ. That's crazy talk, man.
Right now,
stand
it's
by
crazy
last
talk.
year for last season.
Right now. Hey, if
Man.
you was on, if
What-
you
what
was
do
on
say,
them
Crab,
last
man?
season,
You stand by it last year? Would you rather have a 3rd, or would you have rather had QJ last year?
No, we held QJ. We held QJ, and we're gonna keep doing it. He's earning his way into that starting lineup. I mean, you just got to keep seeing him progress. He's obviously like hell of a talent, but he did drop a touchdown. He caught 2, but he dropped 1. That's usual QJ shit, man. CD dropped 4 of them. QJ dropped 1.
it's like Deshaun Jackson, man. It's either a bomb or a baloney.
Nah, QJ is way better than Deshaun Jackson, bro. Ain't no doubt. I'm just fucking around.
D-Jax is good, but
Gotta-
go ahead.
I was just gonna say you got to have that guy that you love for no reason. Like Joe Flacco's my quarterback. QJ, my receiver. The love. Got to have that guy.
Mine is you probably don't know. Running back for the Giants.
Scatterboo.
Won the angry run scepter this week.
Who Scatterboo did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anything from the Giants team that was worth anything. So they had to give them something to cheer about because God,
Scatterboo broke like 3 tackles, dude. It didn't go anywhere, but he showed his ass.
Matt, you remember all the podcasts for the season saying, "Man, the Giants, they got their quarterback situation was so bad it can't get no worse. They got Russ in there now, so it's looking better." They're already talking about Jackson Dart week 1. They're already talking about it, putting him in.
It was never a thought in my mind that, I mean, I don't know, man. Russell Wilson's just cooked, bro. I don't really even understand why you just don't play Jameis Winston. I'm just gonna be real.
Well, I'll tell you why they're not
to me,
playing
it don't even
Jackson
make
Dart
logical
right now.
sense.
I'll tell you why they're not playing Jackson Dart.
We
I
know
wouldn't
this.
play Jackson Dart at all. I wouldn't play him at all. I would play Jameis Winston though. He's better than Russell Wilson. Better for
I think
Malik
so, too.
Neighbors too. Man,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah. I mean, he's also better
really
at throwing
truthfully,
picks too. But
that's true.
I mean,
but if you
go
if you
ahead.
think about it, for Malik Neighbors, like, because people was drafting him in the back of the first. If you think about him, this was probably like a good thing that people are starting to talk about Jackson Dart now. You know what I'm saying? Because and then, in my opinion, Dabo will go to Winston. Because I don't think they want to go Dart this year for all the reasons that we know. Like I wouldn't put him out there this year.
No.
But at least Jameis Winston, he could go out there and do that thing. And for Malik
Yeah.
Neighbors stock, that would be the best case scenario for him to just be slinging it out there. So,
Yeah, for sure.
not a bad thing this weekend going down like that.
Yeah,
They put him as a 3rd QB on the depth chart, so it kind of looks weird when you go from Russ to. That's just Giants, man. They're doing some. I heard something that, what's the coach's name?
Dayball.
Yeah,
Dayball.
Dayball. Yeah, he went to upper management talking about the QBs and like I think he wants to make a change, but the ownership and everything was like, nah, Russ is the quarterback right now. So,
Yeah,
and then they're going to fire Dayball because of it. And it's like,
well,
Yeah.
the thing is, you can't put the rookie in because he's gonna get demolished. I mean, he's just gonna get tore up. Their offensive line isn't where it needs to be, and there's no GM or coach in the right mind that would at this point throw that boy in there unless you just desperate. So I'm with Matt. I would definitely go if they did make a change, go Jameis Winston, and I would try to keep Jackson Dart out of there as long as possible. I mean, it's going to be hard because that boy's got grit and that boy wants to play, and he's pretty good. But I just don't think they got the protection right now, man.
yeah. I heard a stat that Russ got pressured on 52% of his dropbacks. So, it's kind of hard for anybody to succeed in that kind of
Exactly.
situation. But one game we ain't talked about, San Fran, the Skeleton Crew versus the Seahawks. JSN, 9 receptions for 124, 13 targets, long
Hey,
bright spot.
I'm just gonna be real. Me and you need to go ahead and accept the loss on that one right now. I think that one's gonna. We're gonna be wrong about that one. I'm just gonna be real this year. I know it's just one game. I don't want to overreact to JSN, but JSN's just good. Sam Darnold's gonna give him the ball. We're gonna be wrong about this one, Kraft man.
Well, would you say
For
JSN
sure.
wasn't going to be good? You say he wasn't going to be good?
Yeah, I was. Man, I
We
was
didn't like
saying
him in
he
the
was off my
second.
board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like him in the second.
I
I'd have
mean,
probably taken him, around like the Garrett Wilson tier, Terry McLaurin, stuff like that. But where he was going, I was just like, nah, I wanted T. Higgins. I wanted, the Mike
Too
Evans
unpredictable.
players.
Too unpredictable.
Pearsall had a good
JSN's
game.
but don't you think JSN probably going to be better than T. Higgins this year?
We'll see. I mean,
Yeah,
the Browns kind of handle the Bengals most of the time they play, so I'm not worried about the Bengals at all on offense yet. I mean, Chase didn't do anything either. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Crap Man. Ricky Pearsall.
yeah, I just wanted to mention him because Juwan Jennings is hurt. Kittle's out. They're going to kill Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be dead on the field. I mean, they can't 30 touches for Christian McCaffrey last game. And Pearsall's the lone guy. But do y'all think Pearsall's like in the lineup from here on out?
For sure.
Oh,
Most definitely.
yeah. I mean, I don't really see why not.
I think he's the
I'm
wide
playing
receiver
him-
one
heck, I'm playing
until
him in a spot.
yeah. I think he's the one until
Yeah.
Kittle and Ayuk get back. I mean, he's looking good. I mean, there's not a lot of targets to go around. Like you said, Christian McCaffrey ran it 33 times, but I think Pearsall's pretty good, and they're probably going to put their ones on Juwan Jennings, and Juwan's pretty good too. But I think Pearsall, especially where you could get him in fantasy drafts, I think he's going to be pretty good right now. I think he's a good little grab.
Well, staying on this game, we said one we were probably going to be wrong about, one that I might be right about, not sure yet, but Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet split. Kenneth Walker 20 rushing yards on like 10 carries, like 2 yards a carry. Charbonnet 12 for 47 with the touchdown. What do y'all think about that backfield in general?
Yeah, that would be when we were talking about all the being worried about stuff. Yeah, that one would be one for me, I guess. Kenneth Walker, because like I said, I said he was the best pick in the 4th round. A couple episodes back with Big Brad. I don't know, man. If that's gonna be a split like that, that ain't gonna be a good pick in the 4th round like that. Because Charbonnet even got the ball at the goal line, and he looked pretty good. So I don't know. This one's a tough one. You definitely don't want it to be like the reason Kenneth Walker has success is because Charbonnet is out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not the situation you want to be in.
Yeah, man. I mean, it wasn't pretty, and I mean, who knows? I mean, Vegas might have just a great running defense, But anytime you got a committee backfield is difficult. Um, and Kenneth Walker's definitely always had a lot of hype around him. He just kind of been injury prone. Um, I'd like to see it go well. I do got Kenneth Walker in one of my leagues. Um, Definitely not my top two running backs, but uh, yeah, man, that week one did not look good. Did not look good for that, and he might be one of those players that's like, what once he hits a big one, might be ready to start seeing who's looking
Just
for
trade
running
him.
back, who's looking for running backs, But uh, I think Seattle's gonna be. I think Seattle they're gonna be pretty good. It's hard to say right now, but yeah,
I don't.
it is a little worrisome.
I'm still way off the Seattle train. Like San Fran was beat up, and they still couldn't. I mean, I think they had like 100 something yards of total offense. I mean, Seattle's gonna have a problem, in my opinion. I've been on that since the off season, but one I was definitely wrong about. Me and you both, Matt. After week one, Brees Hall looked freaking great.
Man, I started thinking about it before that game, because Rashi Rice got suspended, and I was thinking like, what can I do? And then Brees Hall kind of came to my mind, and then I was just kind of thinking about Brees Hall. I mean, I feel like we was I don't even know, maybe us in general, but just everybody in fantasy football was we might have been overreacting to Brees Hall. Uh, his
Contract year,
demise, I mean, I know. I mean, Brees Hall's just good at football. And if the Jets are gonna be moving the ball and scoring points, I mean, I know it's week one and stuff like that. But if Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson and all that gets rolling, I mean, Brees Hall is better than Braylon Allen. Let's just be honest about it. I know
yeah.
Braylon Allen
Yeah,
gets a lot of hype, but he's better at football than Braylon Allen. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm
And
just starting to regret being like, damn, why didn't I draft that motherfucker when he was just dropping and dropping? I should have drafted. But actually, he really didn't even drop with us.
nah, he
You
went
already
like the
know how
third
the average
round.
Joes go. Yeah, I'm about to
yeah,
say,
yep,
shout out to. So, you know. But yeah,
yeah.
I think we overreacted before the season. We should have been drafting him probably.
Maybe not, man. I mean, he didn't give us a lot to be hopeful for, man, and neither did that team. I mean, new coach, new system, new quarterback, and weren't great last year. And Brees, he's always does good enough to give you that hope, and I think he does have great talent. And if they can, if they can get some shots downfield, if they can get some passes, I think it'll open it up for them where they're not stacking the box on Brees anymore. I mean, they got Garrett out there. And now they're going to have to start paying attention to Justin Fields. And I think Justin Fields actually might have been a good pickup, bro.
Yeah,
He might be in the spot where he's going to excel, dude. And I mean, but yeah, Brees, he did good. 19 attempts. He had like 5.6 yards per carry. Um, Finished without a touchdown and still scored 15 points. Four targets, two receptions. He did good, dude. I was kind of down on him too, and I think I let you talk me out of him. No, not really. I really just I would he wasn't one that was super tip top on my radar, and I mean we'll see, we'll
Right.
see. We're seeing a lot of running backs go
I
off
mean,
in week one and it not work out.
I
yeah.
mean,
I kind of
two? Wasn't it just two football seasons ago? Brees Hall was going in like top five, something like that.
last
Yeah,
year, last year.
So I mean, we're not that far from removing. If you think about it, getting him in the third round, some people's thinking it's a reach, but really it's a good price. Getting him in a third round like that. So
right now,
go ahead,
so far.
Crabman.
So
Right now,
far.
so far,
Now,
look good.
I was just gonna say like that game was just weird. Rodgers 4 touchdowns, and I kind of go back to like last year where the Saints looked like the best team in the NFL the first 2 weeks. Like they were going off. So it's kind of hard not to overreact to some things like this where these points are getting scored. And the Jets look like a great offensive team. It's like, I don't know. Like, should we believe in what we had conviction on before the season, or should we let 1 week kind of decide what we believe right now? So I'm kind of I don't think the Jets are going to look like that on offense throughout the year. It was just a weird.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, I mean, as good a defense as they are, they do struggle against the run. They've struggled against the run the past 2 years. So, I mean, you can run the ball on them. So, and that's what the Jets did. But, it could go either way.
Yeah, and I like how the league is kind of shifting again. The league kind of goes through these cycles, and I like how it's kind of shifting again to stopping the run. Like there's been this running back resurgence, and teams are realizing again that pounding the rock in people's face is an effective strategy, and I think it is led by the Eagles and the Ravens, and then everybody's like, damn, that shit worked. Like they won the Super Bowl running the football. Maybe we could do that, and I think we're gonna see. I think it's gonna be the best year in NFL ever. I mean, it started out great. I mean, all the primetime games were awesome. I kind of don't like that they put all a bunch of rivalry games in week 1 where shits get figured out, but at the same time, it made for a bunch of good games, man. And the season started off strong, and man, I'm excited to see where this season's gonna go.
Yeah. And speaking of primetime games, man, Bills and Ravens, that game was freaking nuts. I realized
turned it
during
off.
that game, you did.
Yeah.
I realized during that game, it's Josh Allen. As far as fantasy goes, it's Josh Allen and Lamar, and everybody else is, just other quarterbacks in the league right now.
For sure.
They're special. But
speaking of Josh Allen, let's talk about the trade that Matt got.
What do you mean?
Before the dang start of the season, somebody who we're not going to name thought it was a good idea to trade Matt, who has Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, for Chase Brown.
I mean, honestly, he panicked. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean,
no, he had the right, because it was crazy, because as soon as that trade went through, then I got the notification about Christian McCaffrey's calf, and I was like, that's wild.
Matt knew about the calf, though. I don't think Noah was trying to screw anybody over. I mean, it was right there. If you read the news, everybody knew about the calf.
Yeah, it's true. That he sent me that, and I was just saying, might as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
might as well, hell yeah.
But let's just see. I mean, that means
you got the best 3 running backs in the league.
Yeah, Saquon CMC, like, it's redraft. You got to go for it. So if somebody's gonna send me a trade like that, I'm gonna. That's the thing about the difference between redraft and dynasty is, like, redraft, you really just have to straight up just go for that shit, because if you
wouldn't trade Chase Brown for Christian McCaffrey. You wouldn't trade Chase Brown for Christian McCaffrey in dynasty.
Chase Brown might have a great year. Chase Brown ain't no slouch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. In dynasty, I would never trade Chase for Christian McCaffrey.
I mean, in dynasty, I would rather trade. In dynasty, it makes more sense. But in redraft, we'll see how it pans out. I mean, they keep running McCaffrey like this. He ain't gonna last. I know you happy. I think you're happy about it, Matt. But yeah, the upside is crazy good.
Happy as fuck. Seen them two in a commercial the other day. I was like, damn, that's my backfield for Joe's right there, bro. I was like,
hell yeah.
It's gonna be one of them years. But all right, listen, man. I didn't have too many takeaways, but there was just like a couple things, so we ain't gonna go on them long. I was gonna say the Falcons always do Falcon stuff. But
Atlanta shit.
Football wise, yeah, dude, Atlanta always doing that shit. But fantasy football wise, it looked kind of like, I feel like it didn't even look pretty at all times. It didn't even look good all the time, but it still come out good. The guy still got numbers. Drake London still had a good game. Kyle Pitts had 7 catches. Penix got his number, a rushing touchdown. And I'm saying it could be better. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Drake London,
was good.
What's the injury report on Drake London?
I think it was like a shoulder thing. I don't know if he's gonna miss this week, but if Drake London's out, Michael Penix kind of becomes irrelevant for me. I mean, on a weekly basis, depending on if London's out, because they really don't have a whole lot of weapons if London's out. Like, they need a second receiver.
Ray McLeod took offense to that.
Yeah.
Ray McLeod just took offense to you saying that.
How did we not mention Igbuka yet? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was one of
He's
the
gonna be
best picks,
legit.
man. That was one of the
Yeah.
best picks.
Mm,
It's gonna work out
yeah, he
for
looked legit.
Igbuka. Yeah.
He looks
Hey,
amazing,
I
dude.
think one more thing I wanted to say. I know we talked about Eagles and Cowboys. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Um, hey, I think they're gonna have some. I think we already knew this. It was gonna be inconsistent, but I think this year, I think we might be in a world of hurting this year. I mean, I got Devontae Smith in the league, and I'm thinking about AJ Brown. He's at price already been dropping like crazy. Well, I ain't gonna say like crazy, but he's a mid-second round guy. I'm just saying, them guys are gonna have some bad games a lot
Yeah,
this year because
yeah.
Saquon and Jalen Hurts, they're gonna.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna do it more. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts is gonna run the ball even more often. That's what I say.
Maybe.
So those are my takeaways. What you think, Crabman?
Man,
I think they're going to have some big games still because, like Em was
Yeah.
saying earlier about defenses trying to stop the run. I mean, you've seen it. Like, if you go back to the running backs this past week, they all stayed pretty healthy, and none of them had big games
stop
except for
that
Derrick
run.
Henry. I mean, maybe not, but teams are going to try, which will leave it open for Brown and Smith.
somebody will stop it.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be less consistent. Devontae Smith was what?
It ain't never
30
consistent,
attempts last
though.
year. But I'm saying it's gonna be worse this year. It's gonna
When
be
you
worse.
when you draft
We're
when
gonna
you
see-
draft the Eagles receiver, you just got to know. I mean, they're a run first offense, and you just both of those receivers are really good. But that's kind of why I strayed away from them, man. That's kind of why I was glad
Yeah.
where I was picking at wasn't really in that tier of either one of those guys. I mean, AJ Brown in the end of the first, but I wouldn't take it that. I was definitely going to run it back there, and yeah, I just kind of stayed away from him, man.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to
Same.
have great games. I think they're going to have great games. It's still a great team.
Well, they might have a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, Devontae Smith wasn't really having great games last year. He might have had like one.
I think we should talk about Debo Samuel.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with
Hey,
Debo?
what you think, man?
That might have been the steal of the draft, bro.
Hey,
It might have
Yeah,
been,
could
bro.
be.
He looked
mean,
good.
He's one of those players I drafted, and I was talking about it with Austin. I was like, going running back, 3-4 running backs off the rip. I think I went running back, receiver, running back, and either way, I was kind of shooting for that 4th, 5th round receivers guys, and Cooper Cup and Debo were there, and Stephon Diggs and people like that, and a couple people were like, you're in love with those old guys. I was like, I like Debo. I like Debo.
Keenan.
Yeah.
And Keenan. Y'all stole Keenan out from under me, dude. And but I understand why. I mean, but yeah, I think if you did go running back heavy in your drafts and you got Debo and you got Keenan and people like that, I think Debo's gonna do good in that offense, bro. And Terry's gonna get his too.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna be a really prolific offense.
Yeah.
Until they see the Packers on Thursday night.
If
Let's go,
Debo's
bro.
that good, though,
Can't
it scares
wait.
me for Scary Terry. I mean, that was coming off a contract dispute all off season, kind of coming out slow. Terry might be more of a boomer bust type guy this year. I kind of feel like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, especially
I
with the
agree.
backfield at the other Commanders kind of being iffy. I mean, Bill Cosby is is apparently the guy, but Debo, he's gonna get those rushes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man.
going back
The
to
moral of
Kansas
the
City. Sorry, I do want to say one thing about Kansas
Go
City.
ahead.
I didn't get to say earlier. I mean, we can't count them out yet, and I wanna know what's up with all the friendly fire out in Kansas City. I mean, this is 2 years straight where they've taken out the top receiver, dude, and I mean, I do like Travis Kelsey. I think he's great, but I don't think he can do it all. And they need that go guy, and they just don't have it. They just never seem to have that go guy. So there's one receiver that comes to mind. Played for Kansas City, went to a different team. Is not happy with that team right now. Maybe they find that go guy in the next couple of weeks.
Are you talking about Miko Hardman or something?
The cheetah, the
Oh,
cheetah.
You think Tyreek Hill's coming back?
Hey,
No.
allegedly, our
heard-
sources say.
I've heard the
I heard a little
Steelers
something
too.
about that.
Yeah,
Dang.
I heard the Steelers may be looking
Crazy.
too. They don't need him. They got Calvin Austin.
Hey,
That, yeah, I like Calvin. Calvin look good.
shoot, the Dolphins, they should just go ahead and sell all them guys.
Gonna have to.
But look, the what you call it, week 1 is in the books, and the truth is really just don't overreact to nothing. I mean, there ain't no reason to overreact to anything. You know what I'm saying? We just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? There might be some situations you might want to, might raise the antenna, but ain't no reason to overreact after week 1. I mean, heck, I took some losses this week, and I'm just thinking, hey, it is what it is, because I'm about to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? What you think,
hope
man? Anything?
Yeah. I hope we bounce back a little bit with that on that aspect of it. But yeah, week 1, pretty good week. I think I won both my redraft leagues, so happy about that. And on to week 2 now. It's time.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
go, baby. Crapman about to hold that L versus me and Average Joe's this week, baby. Let's go.
Got to get by Saquon
Alright,
and McCaffrey, but I got the King and James Cook. So let's see who matches up better at that running back position this week.
Yeah, those are some good picks, man. My week 1 went better, way better this year than did last year. Feeling good about it. But week 1's a liar, man. It'll all come
Yeah.
out. It'll all come out.
It really
And
is.
it's a
Yeah.
liar, man. It'll trick your ass, but it is good, especially going into your fantasy season, being undefeated in the week 2. I mean, winning the first couple of weeks, not knowing who's going to be good and this, that, and the other, it just has that little bit. Them 1-2 games, man, to make a difference.
Yeah. Little sigh of relief.
No sigh of relief. That's damn
Yes,
straight,
sir.
man.
Well, look, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. That was pretty much a lot of week 1, but that's just what we've seen so far. So listen, everybody, thank y'all for listening to the podcast. Check us out. These are episodes we like to drop every week, but gambling, it'll be out Thursday too. Check out our gambling. Yeah, Crapman has alluded to it a couple times. Had a fucking terrible week gambling, but hey, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
But hey, we pushing it out there, so thank y'all for listening. What we say? Don't be a hoe.
Share the show,
Motherfucking show. Share the show. That's the best.
and you'll never
best
get the
way to do it.
biscuit unless you risk it.
Hey, you know what? What's true though is sharing the show is a good way to grow the show. Because in my life, I've shared podcasts. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just shared it. Said, hey, you should listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Craftman showed me Sword and Scale. You remember? You was telling me about that one, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so the best
Sound like
way
a
is
paid
just,
promotion
hey,
right
share
now.
the show. Hey,
Yeah.
for real.
It ain't hard. There's
Share
no
the show.
negatives to it. There's no negative. If you watch it, man, just at least click subscribe and click the little share. Put it on your little X or something. Hey, man, we're just a couple of guys talking ball, man.
That's it.
Yes, sir. All right, Crabman. You want to say anything before we head on out?
I'm good. Just appreciate everybody for listening. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, then I appreciate it. Everybody, thanks for listening to the episode, but we are out.
Peace.
Peace.